This video is brought to you by Diamond Pacific Tool Corporation. Diamond Pacific is America's favorite diamond tool, wheel, and lapidary machine manufacturers. For nearly half a century, Diamond Pacific has set the industry standard for diamond lapidary equipment. Join the majority of professional lapidaries and choose Diamond Pacific products such as their Nova wheels, Pixie, Genie, and Titan gem makers, as well as their wide selection of other high-quality lapidary diamond products. Check out Diamond Pacific today and find out why they're considered America's premier diamond lapidary tool manufacturers. Cool show here in Las Vegas. $20 to get in. I accidentally paid an Uber driver way too much. My thumb slipped and I accidentally hired a really expensive Uber driver right when I got off the bus. Over here's the Audisons, Sunwest Silver, Randall's over there from Red Mountain Turquoise. Sandy from Just Sandy's here somewhere, and Designs and Do-Overs. I'm going to find them before we start poking around. It's mostly finished goods show, you know, a well-dressed show. Nah, it's like the opposite of Quartzite, but all kinds of goods, and believe it or not, it is reasonably affordable. You know, these wholesale shows, they travel. This show does one in this JOGS venue has a show in San Diego in October, and obviously Tucson over there. I think somewhere else. I'm sure other places. I don't know, but we're gonna find Sandy. Sorry, my mind's everywhere. Yeah, the traveling shows don't really increase prices between venues. Like this Vegas one seems to be the same price for everything that most of the stuff you'd find in Tucson would be. But not so much rough. Like obviously, like, you know, some Afghani stuff, a lot of faceting stuff. There's some African folks here with their faceting goods. This is actually surprising with like the tchotchke towers and stuff. But something for everybody, I guess. Anyway, I'm gonna call Sandy, see where they're at. Then we're gonna start filming some stuff. I've never been to this one before. Don't know what's going on over here. It looks like it's all staff stuff. So, what's that? 1750. Mass produced. But real stones. Nice. Is it sold by weight, or is it how much for a kilo?
$4 a kilo.
Oh.
$4 a gram.
$4 a gram. Fantastic.
But
so 4,000 a kilo.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
I give you $3.50 a gram.
Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
No, look, guys never come to the buying jewelry. Always women, okay?
Yeah.
So no problem. This is this one work has done in Bali.
Oh, that's why it's so nicely done. Fabulous. Yeah, big, giant step bezels. Made for speed. The gentleman says this was Kingman, $3,500 a kilo. That's really good. There's probably not a kilo between these trays right here. So $3.50 a gram. It's probably the same for most stones. You know, the stabilized Kingman here is a lot more, it's a lot lighter than, like, let's say, Larimar or an agate or jasper or something. Like, you'd get a lot more buying these stabilized Kingman pieces than you would buying a kilo of tiger's eye pieces. I'm sure you can mix and match it. It's all done by weight. Some of those pieces there are probably like $3 or $4. And of course it's sterling silver. You know, if you think, how can it be sterling silver? Well, sterling silver is not that expensive. You know, probably what? It's how many grams in an ounce? It's probably close to $1 a gram. The Lamar looks pretty good. I wouldn't say A grade, but it's still nice for the money. Like, you know, if you had a shop, would you call this $3,500? if you can't make $3,500 off of that, who are you selling to and what are you selling it for? And probably these 3 trays aren't even a kilo. So really nicely done. I don't hear, well, obviously like the Balinese they make a lot of things and really decent quality, but it is a speed thing. And nowadays I hear more of stuff coming from India and China when it comes to mass-produced jewelry. But back in the day, you'd hear a lot more about Balinese mass production stuff. Nowadays, when I think of Bali, I think of carvings. Here's some calibrated pieces. Those don't look bad. They're not perfect, but so they're probably done by hand. Cut in the American way. These are Hubei. Really nice though. That one's pretty cool. These are nice. This is Brazilian aquamarine. I saw some Brazilian aquamarine going for $20 a kilo in Tucson. No, Denver. And it's not, here's a piece of it. It's, it's cab grade, but it's fabulous, authentic gemstone. Some charoite. This looks a little bit better than what most Americans are getting rough. We will come back. I'm gonna go see if I can find Sandy. It's a cool Mexican aguas calientes. Not bad. This piece is probably $6. Friendly guy, I like that. Got my attention. He did his job. He got me in his booth. It's a cool little calcite. Really rough there, but it's totally fine for what it is. I like it better than like the casual Tibetan style jewelry. It's got that vibe. This is cool. Little nugget. That was a bead. A sliced bead. That's got character. That's so cool. Made in Bali. Yeah, I don't. Here's another bead. These were like Tibetan beads. This is giant strands. Hubei turquoise. Here's some good charoite right here. Some more of the Brazilian aquamarines that were so affordable in Denver. Yeah, this is good. This is like what Andrew from Broadway Bead had. And Don has this quality and then a little bit better. It does get a little bit better than this. And it's because a lot of the Chinese will just do direct stuff from Siberia, which is really hard for Americans to do. Wow. These are wicked.
Here, in case.
Oh, thank you, my friend. Hey, brother, I'm gonna go look for my friend, but I'm gonna come back.
Thank you.
Thank you,
No
man.
problem.
No, thank you, brother. All right. I love the crazy mishmash. Little Sonoran gold, a couple different color spinies. I'm not sure what type of turquoise it is. Adjustable shank. That's nice. Check this out. Sunwest is over there. I was talking to Michael. He showed me some stuff that I couldn't film. The best gold hills I've ever seen. that they had giant parcels of for their high-end customers. This is nice. I like the subtle, lighter stuff just as much. This is sweet concha. Wasn't really into the Sonoran gold so much. I think it's growing on me though. I caught a bunch of it when it got really popular. I think I burned myself out and it's starting to make me happy again. I think this is... I thought that was Egyptian at first. Hey brother, is this Egyptian turquoise?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it kind of fell off. Sorry about
You
that.
got it tied on there still?
Is all of it Egyptian in there?
Should be, yeah.
Very cool. I love it.
This one.
Stunning. Just real subtle web. Sometimes it can be real crazy with the webbing, and sometimes it can be polychrome. Our good friend Fool and MT sent me just a stunning, amazing natural piece of polychrome Egyptian. But real delicate look. That is really cool. Space cowgirl. It's a cool combination. Almost looked like some Lucian or something, but I think that's Sonoran. With what kind of looks like number 8. Could be something else. It's not really nice quality. Good, great matching. Love the splotchy turquoise. Where are you folks out of?
Denver and Dallas.
Oh, fabulous. So you must do the Denver show too then, huh?
Which one?
September?
September. To be honest, we need to do it right there, but we...
You know, location's everything, so why don't jump in and be in a terrible spot,
Yeah.
you know, especially down in the stockyard where it smells like animals.
Yeah.
You don't want to be there, dude. I'm surprised SunWest does where they are, and they're by the food court, which is okay, but there's good places and there's really bad places in Denver.
We might do the Intergem just because it's shorter, it's 4 days.
Oh, yeah. Where are you in Tucson?
Because I'm on the JOGS show.
Oh, fabulous. That Egyptian is great. All right.
The WhatsApp QR code doesn't work anymore.
Check out these fantastic rubies. So both faceted and cabochons. The great Justin Prim says, a good facet shines where a good cabochon glows. And these are absolutely glowing, especially those ones. I love ruby cabochons. I've never made a super high-end cabochon before. For like a high dome, where the dome is like turquoise. I do a lot of shallower dome stuff. For a transparent gemstone, you do want the dome so the light can glow through it. These are special. And these absolutely glow. Really, really nicely done. Even though that these are cabochons, I feel like most of these are actually not done on traditional lapidary wheels. They're done flat, I believe. Look at these hearts. These are fabulous.
It just has the carrot grade on it.
Oh, perfect. Absolutely stunning. Are these sapphires over here?
Before?
Where do these? Are these from Brazil?
Sorry?
Are these from Brazil?
No. They're from...
Sri Lanka?
These are
Fantastic.
Ceylon. So
Oh.
Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka. Fabulous. And just like the rubies, a good sapphire glows when it's domed, and they shine when they're faceted. Thank you so much. Appreciate your kindness.
Like the faceted ones right here.
It's like, goodness gracious. Are these also Sri Lankan or are they lab? Oh wow.
No, not
They're just
lab.
that nice.
Yeah. It's the cut that
Yeah.
just reflects all the light off it.
So a lot of these are going to end up in New York, huh? In the Diamond District. These are stunning. Oh, that's a cool cut.
Princess cuts.
Is that what this is called? The
Yeah, princess.
Oh wow.
Princess cut.
How much a carat are these?
This one. Is come home with them?
This one is $20
A carat?
$20 a carat.
Oh, that's fabulous.
मैं ना बहुत आप
I give the wholesale price now.
Thank you.
This one is 45. It's a drop shapes.
It's not drilled. It's like teardrop shapes.
Oh, fabulous. What would you call that? Like a brulette or something? If it was a drill?
If it's drilled, we have some that are drilled over here. But these ones aren't drilled.
Oh,
Very
fabulous.
small cut.
Oh man, like 0.5 millimeter holes. You got the nug. Is that Evans?
No, that's number 8, hard cuttable.
Whoa.
I got the best in the world right now.
I've never seen it that big before.
Nearly 13 pounds.
What do you want for it?
I want $3 a gram.
That's not
I've got a
bad.
bunch over there. Well, not for that size.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of. Even got
man.
some stabilized, and that's everywhere. Not cuttable number 8, hard.
Yeah, I've never cut a natural piece of number 8 before.
Well, I'll give you a piece and you can cut it.
Yeah,
Come
sounds
over when you
good.
get time enough.
Will
That
do.
wet just kills you. Look at that vein.
Oh,
right
it's
there.
insane. I would have not even have guessed
Yeah.
because I knew it was natural when you had it in your hand. Oh boy. And $3 a gram for natural is like, that's rare.
No.
You could pay, $5, $6 for some variations
it's
of
just the
stabilized.
size. See, everybody says, "Well, geez, I don't want to pay that much for that size." Okay, we'll buy some little ones.
Yeah. No, that's a stunner. That's the
Nobody's got that. You'll see that brown side there. Everybody says, "Oh, I don't." Yeah, because that's where the high grade is.
And that
cut
chocolate.
That shows that.
Have you had this for a long time?
This is old stone. Yeah.
Oh,
This is not cut out of what Dal Ward got. This is prior to Ward getting all that in '76.
Oh man,
That is killer.
it sure is.
Yeah, he just got all that chalk.
And that's what everybody sees nowadays. And, you know, somebody said to me, they said, David, why is there more number 8 on the market now than there was back in the day? And I was under the impression that maybe they weren't putting out a lot of the cheaper stuff that was stabilized. And I heard like there was a warehouse that's being picked out of nowadays.
Come here and I'll tell you about it when you get time.
Will do.
I'll give you.
I'm ready for the story.
Well, yeah, Ernie can tell you, or I can. But anyway, yeah, Dow Ward is the start of all this,
Oh, wow.
of the new stuff. And that's in '76.
76.
Yeah. Prior to that, very limited production of any high grade. You know, you'll hear about did you hear about the big nugget? I think it weighed 60 pounds or something like that
No.
that they found. And they have kept it intact here until last year. They bought it as a consortium kind of thing. You know, syndicated the rock, you know, like $1 million or something like that. And they cut it. It was empty. It wasn't even wet.
No, they should have never have cut it.
They cut it. There, all the mystique about it. There ain't no mystique on that. That's
No, the money's in your face.
Yeah.
That is stunning. I'm going to come bug you, Randall. Aristia silver with some stunning Balinese Indonesian carving bowls. Just world class. It's so delicate. That's an oyster shell bowl. Fabulous. So delicate. With the matching goblet. Here's some great mother of pearl ones with some stones set on them. This is amethyst. This is the base. Fabulous. Check out the QR code. You can actually take a photo of a screenshot of the QR code and it'll take you to the website, or I don't see a proper website anywhere on it. Very nice. Some great abalone. Some topaz and amethysts. Very nice. This is Silver Star. I think this is the Newlander. That, maybe it is. I'm not sure. Could be Desert Bloom or something. I don't know my Verisites very well. $11.50. It's a chunk. No, I don't think it's Newlander. Could be, I don't know. I saw some world-class Newlander over there at Sunwest. I wasn't allowed to film. Some more Sonoran Gold. Even the Hubei. I love the dirty Hubei. Look at this color scheme right here. Some, I think it's green Sonoran, or that actually looks Chinese right there, but this could be Sonoran. Some little pink ovals. Real modern color scheme. Stunning, and it's really affordable too. Oh, nice adjustable shank. I think these are big Lucian Verisites right here. It's the meta, the real deal. Mostly nowadays you just see this stuff full of clay, and this is the higher quality. Also really affordable. Is this a Newlander, or is it a different type of Verisite?
Sorry?
Do you know what type of Verisite this is? Is it Newlander, or? I'm sorry, I'll ask one of those gentlemen. Sorry about that. I think this is definitely Gold Hills. not? Maybe it's something else. Mac International Stones. It's got a bunch of cool, just $3.90 a carat. I don't know if it's stabilized. It kind of looks like Sleeping Beauty. A lot of backing, but I mean, when you're working small stone, it's easy to do it. And I would rather have the backing like this than the unbacked like this. It's actually a little bit more affordable, but they're thinner, so harder to set. Here's one of these Sonorans. This is, yes, Sonoran Gold, $5.40 a carat. These are a decent size without backing. Those are probably just a bit thinner, where these nuggets come pretty big. I think this is always stabilized. Here's some great pairs. These are chunky. This is fabulous. This might be Evans. Do you know what kind of turquoise this is?
Royston.
Royston.
Yeah, it says.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see it right there.
And these are pairs for earrings, and these are single rings.
How much a gram for these?
$2.50 a carat.
Oh, fabulous. So 10, what is that?
I mean, it's marked by the gram because when they match it for us, we need it because so without paper.
Yeah,
So they
yes.
weigh it and they mark it before they send it to us.
They're really
And they
good
cut it.
cuts.
Yeah.
They're really
So
nicely done.
In China, they don't do carats; they do grams.
Really?
So, yeah.
No, they'll just, and so when it's small, they just do fractions of a gram, probably.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't know
They
that.
do grams. That's why it's a gram. But I can reverse it to carat weight. And
Oh, fabulous! Thank you.
so,
Really nicely done. Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed. I knew they were stabilized right away. You can even see some of the stabilization on the back. And it's not too often that you see stabilized wasting. It's kind of a new thing.
kind of like
Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed Royston. Let's see what the top was. These, at first I thought Nakazari. It could be a metallic Manchan, but it's most likely Persian. Yes, Persian.
Have a seat and enjoy.
These, believe it or not, are actually super rare to see cut in this style. Most of the time when you see these,
That's Persian.
yeah, I was just saying, most of the time you see them, they have the dished bottom for the Middle Eastern style
Oh
cuts.
yeah, that's a Persian.
You don't see a lot of...
Okay. No, because that's a Persian cut.
Yeah, for the dished bezels.
But this is we cut in China. All our stones we cut in China, but it's Persian turquoise.
Fabulous. You don't see this...
It's same thing with the Sleeping Beauty. We were sending because it was cheap. We try a couple of times.
oh, yeah. And then you're having to slice it in half.
Yeah, with the dome. We don't need the dome. Because in LA we're selling, in US we're selling by carat.
The Americans don't want a dome like that on their ring.
That's what they do. In India they do the same thing. So that's why we don't cut in China. We don't cut in India or Pakistan. We cut in China.
And that is $9
It's a little bit
carat.
more expensive than India, but
But you
India
get what you get.
with the one stone weight, of Indian, I got 3 stones cutting in China.
And they're actually putting good
The same
girdles
weight.
on there for, which is kind of important.
Yeah, so if you need the bezel or prongs, you can use it both.
Both ways, yeah.
Nice.
No, we're trying to do the.
You're doing it good. Beautiful. I'm here just to see you, but it's a lot.
I hope you didn't throw your car. Then you have a seat.
Yeah, the gentleman is right. It is a little bit more affordable to get those dished style pieces sometimes. A similar quality, maybe $2 a gram.
Here, no guarantee.
But
Actually, it is guaranteed.
I mean, what are you gonna do? Send it to your lapidary? Actually, you might be able to save money buying those Persian styles, sending it to your lapidary. But it's here. It's beautiful. We got a bunch of them right here, right now. And the gentleman's got bills to pay.
But in Indian market, it was worried next door. I can guarantee that too.
Are you at the same place as you?
Yeah, soccer, but it's a final game. It's Spain won, so again.
Yeah, good girdles. Ready to be set. Here's 2 different grades of lapis. Well, I wouldn't quite call this A grade. Maybe some people would. Almost that ultramarine
But the
color.
good thing was so quiet. I watched my game. No, it was a final. I had to watch it.
Very
And
nice.
then this guy.
Check out these calibrated.
If I can watch it, otherwise I can watch on my phone. Because I tried to find hotspot or Bluetooth. I couldn't connect it. I don't know something. So I couldn't. Yeah. But I couldn't connect it anyway. So and then in the morning we were talking.
Perfect calibrations. I think these are 15 a carat. It can't be. Yeah, 450 a carat. Very, very, very nicely done. Yeah, this guy is super kind.
I can watch on my phone for free. It's okay, it's small.
In Pasadena, California. Very,
If you
very
need
nice.
help, let me know, please.
Will do, brother. Thank you kindly. So this is.
chatting.
No, I understand. I'm happy you're having a good time. This is 20 a carat.
No, that's a retail price.
Oh, okay.
I won't charge you 20.
Oh,
I
fabulous.
charge you 1/3 whatever it's not.
Oh, thank you, brother.
So triple keystone. Like it's gonna be around 670, 680.
Oh, fabulous. Especially for calibrated. That's a great price.
These are all calibrated. These are all freeform.
Stunning quality, man. These are Hubei?
No, these are Mexican.
Oh, wow. Fabulous. Just some Sonora or something.
Sonora Gold, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, it's okay.
No, sometimes-
No, man. You're watching your game. You're doing business. You know, it's your thing. Oh, wow.
It's just the cup ceremony thing, and that over too. Now it's just a commentary and all those things. How nice to be the champions.
Oh, yeah. Oh, can you imagine?
Thing after the game.
Someone's going to have a party tonight.
Right.
These right here, these are so high quality. They glow. Amazing. And there was some satin. No, they weren't satin. They were just super gentle. Look at that. Sleeping Beauty nugget necklace. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Unless it's Mongolian, like the royal beauty. Not sure. It looks like Sleeping Beauty. Those are like slightly worked and tumbled. So they're noodling, but they're not like the real 3 inches like that. Just perfectly milled natural Sleeping Beauty. It's just perfect. Absolutely perfect. Here's some more of those nugget pieces. Just a little bit of pyrite in it. Right there. Look at this. These are just jammy. So triple keystone, so 1/3 of the price. Hey brother,
Yes, sir.
These nuggets, is this Sleeping Beauty?
Yes.
Oh, it's I don't think
90% over here. It's all Sleeping Beauty, except
Fabulous.
Few I have over there from Armenia, and few I have it's still Sleeping Beauty, but it's stable.
I didn't know if it was
The rest of it, it's all natural.
fabulous. I didn't know if it was Mongolian. I've never seen Sleeping Beauty nugget necklace before.
You can see it, touch it,
Oh wow.
but don't break it.
No, yeah, you
I mean
break
the
it, you
glass.
buy it.
Don't break the glass.
No, yeah.
No.
Fabulous. Do you have a store in Pasadena?
No.
You tour and you travel?
I just do the shows.
Fabulous.
But I also have few supply houses. I go and see them personally. But 90% we do the shows on.
Do you do, where in Tucson are you in
I do
JOGS?
which two songs?
January.
September
February.
or January?
January.
January I'm in holiday.
Oh, perfect.
September I'm in JOGS.
Nice. Fabulous.
Because in September, in January, our sister company does JOGS. So I do and plus I past 32 years I'm doing holiday, so I'm still.
You're a veteran now.
Yeah. but September I do with JOGS.
Awesome. Thank you for your kindness, brother.
No problem.
You're awesome.
No problem.
Thank you.
Anytime. Thank you.
Swedish Blue. I first heard of this stuff a couple years ago at the JOGS show in Tucson. They're kind of near the front door. It's hard to miss. I believe it's some kind of slag or something. We're going to read about it here in a second. I do see people say that it's natural online. Let's read. It all began after a long stay in Provence in South France. I'll let you guys read that.
We also have, if you like personalized, this is the inspiration is from the finding a Viking bread in Sweden and small island Gotland. But I don't want to copy, so I make a different frame, but the way we put the frame, and I make the bracelet.
Okay. You're busy.
In a medieval foundry ruins in Sweden. Stunning.
Yeah, you want to try this one.
I love it. Huge, wide variety of different colors. Look at this one. This one's quite a bit different than the others. This one's more glassy than the others.
Yeah, different.
The opaque ones are just as cool in my opinion. Fabulous. How long have you folks been working this material? How long have you been cutting and fabricating the jewelry out of this awesome material?
We started 2017.
Also pretty new to the world. It's
Yes,
amazing.
and we are the first one that do this in this scale, also in a large scale. It's new because before that it's a real material. It's when we decided to start working with it in 16. Yes, February 16 we decided to work with it. I went back to Sweden to get the material, and everybody told me I'm 30 years too late to get it in gemstone quality.
Oh wow.
So I traveled around in Sweden for 7 months before I met the old guy that said he know no place.
Oh, nice.
So I had to mind it by myself. He showed me the place. He was an old girl working for the government. Now he passed away, so I'm the only one that knows it. So I have to mind it by myself. So every each stone I mind by myself with my own hands.
Pure passion. do you ever sell the stone rough for cutters? Oh, fabulous. I beg your pardon, sorry. So $10.
This one is the lower quality, but you can find some. This one is for the cutters. So this is 10 cents per gram or 100 by kilo. This is 200 by kilo.
Nice. Do you have a minimum?
No.
Awesome.
I don't believe in it.
It all adds up, I guess.
No, we sell it just for giving the possibility to people because it's not so much, but we have a maximum. Mm-hmm. You know, if people come to me and ask for a big quantity, I say, I'm sorry, I don't. So no minimum, but we sell it for interest.
So no, I'm so sorry.
Oh, you're good. So $10, please.
And also, the National Stone of Norway, Tulite. Not Thulite, it's Tulite, I think. We'll ask this gentleman. His accent makes me think he'll know for sure. Stone of Love and Seduction. Our good friend Walker Stevens, who went to Norway to mine this material with Hausen gem, he calls it sex rock.
No, you won't forget.
It does come in a darker variation, but I'll be honest, I like the paler, brighter pink. It's awesome. And it's some people say Thulite, but it's Tulite, right?
Thulite. In Norwegian, Tulit.
Okay, so no H maybe?
Huh?
No H in the Norwegian?
No. In Norwegian, we changed the last E with a T.
Oh, wow.
So it has H in it. Mm-hmm. The reason it had the H in it is they got the name from Olma Thule. It means the land. It means the land is all Greek, or it
was
means
like
the land on the edge of the world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was like a mythical island, I think,
Yes,
right?
yes, that's correct.
Fabulous.
The guy was a Swedish guy that discovered in Norway, on the west coast of Norway, and in the 17 something. And when they find it, they called it Tulit after Ulma Thule because it was on the far away from Norway. The Swedes think that about the west coast of Norway. Yeah, that's on the end of everything, you know. So.
Fantastic. Such a wide variety of color. I gotta get some of this beautiful blue over here. So it is a Foundry product. That's a cool one. I like the green. So it's $5 and $10 and $11. I think a lot of people think of the Leland blue in Michigan when they think of this material. Which is also, you know, collectible material. People love that stuff over there. It's got some, like, copper in there. Maybe it's just the glass doing weird stuff, but... really nice designs. Real simple, not ripping off native style or southwestern style. Cool lion here. These look great. 138. A Lapidary from Larvikite? Never heard of it. Larvikite is a feldspar-rich igneous rock called monzonite and is named after the town in Norway where it was found. Really nice schiller. Awesome patina. I wonder what the green is. Blue pearl. Oh. Maybe that's it. I thought that was Amazonite. Oh, no. It's got to be this. And then Septarian from Norway. Serpentine, not Septarian. Goodness gracious. I love it. I think half of the pizzazz is that it's Norwegian. There's some cool feldspar. Everybody Rocks is mining some material that looks real similar to this feldspar here. Great color play. But this is really nice. Just real earthy. Is this feldspar also from Norway? It's probably all Norwegian, right?
Yes, everything.
Oh, fabulous.
And I know where the location, very Norway. So this is from this serpentine. Is from east, very close to Oslo, in fact. Very close to the place where we live. This here, Larvikite, is from the town Larvik in Norway. It's just from there.
It's stunning. It's like a white flash.
This is coming very close to the just south of Larvik. This is sandstone.
Fabulous.
To lead from west coast of Norway.
Awesome.
And some of them in the mountain on their way to the west coast.
Do you like the Vegas jogs? You have a great location in Tucson, right when you walk in.
Yes, that's right.
How long were you there to get that spot?
I was there in how was it? In 19, yes. In 19, I didn't have a good spot.
So you kind of
and they asked me to come back, and I say no. Because then another salesman come, and I said no. And then a third guy or something, and say, excuse me, we really want you, we like your jewelry, you are unique.
Yeah,
so I had a really
you're
bad
very
spot, so
unique
we didn't
product.
have a good show. So I said, what do we have to do to cut you back? I say, give me a good spot, wherever you want it. In the middle, I said, because I want to be in the middle. But then I say, can't do. And the manager come, we have a talk, and say, I can't give you in the middle of people that be there for so long, but I can give you another one. And he gave us that. And normally they just give that spot for 1 year to new ones, and then you have to find another one. Mm-hmm. But they like our design, they like the way we sit down, they like the way we work, so we keep on getting.
I think, yeah.
So now it's our spot.
It's just really good energy when you walk in and your beautiful, unique product. You're doing them a service as much as they're doing you a service.
We promise also how to build it a little bit more open, not too close for the neighbors.
Is this peridot Norwegian?
Yes.
Oh wow, it's a different color. It's almost it's lovely.
It's cool. That I searched myself too. Lying on my knees, picking it.
It's the jewelry dream, right? Mining your material, coming up with your own designs, and then dealing it. Fabulous. The gentleman's true to himself here, all Norwegian. Almost looks like a conch. Wow, that one's like almost glassy. Very, very cool. Arctic jewelry, yeah. They're right when you walk in. I think one of the main entrances at JOGS in Tucson. Very cool. Some really nice aquamarine carvings. Maybe Brazilian material. The little Ewok looking koalas.
These are the creations. And if you package them up, I can take them.
Look at this pepper. And they used the lighter color for the seeds. That's stunning little tourmaline dragon dogs. What is that, a turtle? Little baby turtle coming out of its egg. Here's another pepper. These peppers are sick. Those are great. Probably not very expensive either. That's cool. Carving the creature out of the shell. I like the phosphosiderite one right there. There's a little turquoise starfish. Is it number 8 or is it Baja? I don't know. There's a confetti agate, the copper stuff. Couple of frogs. It's a really nice layer bar carving. At first I thought these were like some kind of aragonites, but I think maybe not. Maybe some kind of chrysocolla in quartz. Look at that moon. That's intense. Is that man-made material there? That dragon's pretty intense too. Look at the sunstone dragon. Really cool material. Phosphosiderite carvings. The material is really affordable. I think like as low as like $4 a pound for some of it. I think I saw some of the Chilean go for like $60 a kilo at the Pueblo show. It's a nice jadeite carving right there. These are sweet. I saw these for the first time last year. Ammonite inlaid ammonites. And I sold one to my good friend D something. We drilled it and I thought I was successful. But then I looked back and we popped through one of the cells of ammonite and it broke. So I was just like, wasted money. And my friend didn't get the awesome piece. Very cool. I guess this whole spread here is starborn all around here. They're in Tucson, they're in Denver. Cool folks. It's a bunch of inlay inlets. Yeah, this material's man-made. Blue ice stuff. It's still really cool. I remember when it first came out, my friend K-Darn made a video on it and like how all the rough pieces being sold were like exactly the same because they were coming out of a mold. Some Imperial Topaz. It's usually some African. This is a cool. It's a Campitos frog. Nice. Yeah, can I see these sunstone carvings? Thanks, brother. Yeah, these are great. Do you like the Vegas show over the Denver and Tucson one? Not your favorite? Not a gambler?
No, Tucson's probably my favorite for sure.
I like the Tucson one because there's a bunch of rock stuff to do, but the Denver one, like if you're into music, there's a lot of shows.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in Denver for sure.
When do you work for Starborn in Tucson?
Yeah.
Which of their places do you do the Pueblo one? Or
I do JOGS.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I work full time with them in Sedona.
Oh, heck
I work in the warehouse, yeah.
I tell you. Not just the glitz and glory, but the real work too.
Yeah, I'm in the mud.
That's awesome. It's a great one to work for.
Yeah, I'm super grateful.
I like JOGS a lot.
Yeah, it's a good show.
The one in Tucson is great too.
Definitely.
I ain't gonna buy any of those weird Chick-fil-A sandwiches though. That in the bag all day.
Oh, no. Even the market here, they have all their hot food sitting in plastic on the heater.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh god. Do you have a cool private collection since you started working for these folks? You got it, man.
I mean, I always think like, man, one day if I don't work here anymore, I'm gonna regret not.
Oh yeah, and you know, even something like abundant like these, I think these are Indian, right? These one day, it's not gonna be.
Yeah,
in our lifetime, it's gonna skyrocket.
All this stuff, yeah. I mean, most of it, not everything.
Have you ever seen any materials skyrocket in your lifetime besides like moldavites and stuff?
Just the moldavite, really.
Yeah.
I caught just the tail end of it.
My friend, he's been working in Tucson for like 30-something years, and he said he saw a bunch go up, but he also saw a bunch go down. Like Lapidary when it came out, a big freeform that would be $20 today would be like $300-400. You know? Oh my god!
That's crazy. I couldn't imagine Lapidary being that
expensive. Right, yeah. Tanzanite, I feel like I've seen Tanzanite go down a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, you're seeing more like higher quality, real natural stuff that's skyrocketing.
The specimens go up and then the lower stuff.
But I used to see like just cheap, oily cutting rough that was just oiled so they didn't have to use water.
Yeah.
Be like, you know, $12-20 a gram. Now it's like $1, $2, $3.
Yeah.
And that is barely even able to be cabbed, let alone quality enough to carve like these sweethearts over here.
Yeah, those are pretty crazy.
Thank you so much. Do you mind if I take a look at some of those?
No worries at all. Love showing them off. These are like the super high quality, smaller ones. Oh, Danburite. I saw Danburite.
Oh yeah, Tanberite exploded. Even the Mexican stuff is looking really expensive sometimes.
Yeah.
How much are these ones? Is it 50? Oh, 25. That's not bad at all.
No.
I see stabilized turquoise go for more than that sometimes. Some rare stuff.
Yeah, I mean, that frog in there is funny.
Oh, it has to be. If it's Campitos, it's so rare when you see a Campitos that's not, but that's still amazing. And it is turquoise. They didn't dye it. It's just hardened.
It's natural. It's stabilized, but it's natural.
Yeah, those are really affordable. Do you have a little scale right here? At the big boy scale, but 25 a gram. It's probably what? It's like 3.5 grams or something. What do you think?
Let's say 4.2. Oh man, you were on the money.
I got lucky. Yeah, that's like what? 7? That's like 86 or something. I don't know. My math is weird, but if I carved that, I'd want like $1,200.
Yeah, if I did it, yeah.
Yeah, 85. That's not bad.
Super reasonable.
I've had dinner that cost more in Vegas.
Yeah. One of those the other night.
Heck yeah. Did you go to a crazy buffet?
We did all you could eat sushi a couple nights ago.
How much is it good?
It was decent. It was like $30.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, it wasn't bad at all.
You can eat a lot of sushi.
For $30, yeah.
Oh, what are these priced at? Oh, okay, the price is on the back.
Yeah, that's a retail price.
These are sweet.
The Savorite.
Yeah, that's nuts. Good placement for that, the black spot on there.
Yeah, the trunk.
What is that behind it? It's not amber, is it?
Imperial Topaz.
Oh, well, I figured I should have guessed because you have some rough there. Oh, that stuff is sweet. Is it African?
I think this is Brazilian.
Oh, cool. Does it come from other places besides Brazil?
Yeah, there's some in Africa.
Do you do the Denver one?
Yeah.
Are you in the by the hangar door?
Yeah, we are, yeah.
Cool, because there's like some Africans right across from there, I think, selling citrines and some topaz.
And they have like all those pink topazes.
Yeah.
That was a
cool.
little suspect to me almost.
Yeah, for real. This one's got to be just price. You can't sell this by weight. It's so light.
We have a couple that are by weight. But they're 50 a gram.
Yeah, you just got it. It's a third the weight of anything else.
This one's actually some coffee opal in there, 20 a gram.
Where does it come from? Is that Ethiopian as well?
Ethiopian, yep.
I don't think I've even seen it. Well, maybe like rough. I don't know.
When you use the rough ones, you see the brown spots in there.
This is 20, you said?
20 a gram, yeah.
This one's real soft.
Show this one off.
Oh, yo. The host makes it.
Yeah, it does. The placement is just so perfect.
Definitely. Do you think they're cut in Bali?
Yeah, they are.
Oh, fabulous.
I see the rough before we send it to Bali.
Oh, cool. And they've just done these so many times. You know, nowadays, like, obviously China's always had a huge carving culture, but sometimes other places in Asia, but Bali's like, when you think of good carvings.
Yeah, it's almost like a religion there. It's like a meditative thing.
I hear a story that, like, in some communities, even in America, that have traditional carving and jewelry cultures, they're not always as willing to teach each other because you're stealing my job.
Yeah.
Or I hear, like, you don't even have to be family to go get to learn from your neighbor over there and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's pretty cool. That's the way it should be.
No gatekeeping.
Yeah, for sure. Did this come in here?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Dude, thank you so much for your kindness, brother.
Of course, of course. What was your name?
I'm David.
Paolo.
Paolo?
Yep.
Awesome. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
Oh, I'm sorry. I almost lost that. It's in my hand.
You're good.
It's
You're good. It doesn't like to stick to that stuff.
Yeah, it makes sense. There you go.
Oh, that was a good way to do it.
Thanks, brother.
Oh, that is better. You don't have to pay rent or
So at first I thought these were diacrylic glass, but Designs and Do-Overs told me that it's real butterfly wings. Incredible. Incredible. Which ones are your favorites? It's hard to choose.
I know. I really like the monarch ones just because I like monarch butterflies. But like this could go with your turquoise.
Oh yeah.
And this looks like, look at that.
Yeah, that's the one I totally thought it was glass.
And here's one. Oh, this one's out of the plastic, so maybe they can see it better.
Oh yeah. What? Fabulous. Absolutely incredible.
This guy has 37,000 followers.
Oh wow! Can't believe it.
Yeah, this will probably go on.
Okay. Do whatever you want on my booth.
Can I
Do
see your card?
Do your
Do you want to
do magic.
Oh, thank you.
Daniel, something about the butterflies?
Go get them.
About the butterflies?
Yeah.
Oh, these are rings.
He has more than 35,000?
It looks
Oh, it's like 51, I think.
51,000?
Oh, it's not that much. It's
Or 50,000? Oh my god, it's a lot.
no, it's the modern world, you know.
Really?
Yeah, you know, it's
Do your magic. Whatever you want to do, my booth, come here, make a video, sell it. Your price is the last digit. This is your price, $43.
oh, fabulous.
And this is my price retail here in the shop.
Oh,
But
wow.
the last couple of digits is the wholesale price. Sometimes it's 2.5, sometimes it's 3 times the price. Like this one is about 35 wholesale and 85 the retail. You understand?
Stunning.
Yeah, it's easy for you. Can do video lives or take off.
Where are you folks out of?
I'm in Tucson, Arizona.
Oh, fabulous.
Yeah.
Do you sell in at any of the venues in Tucson?
In January and February in the gem shop JOGS.
Oh, in JOGS. Perfect.
Yeah, JOGS. And also have one customer, it's in the 4th Avenue. Aquamarine is my customer. The only one that has my collection.
Your designs are amazing.
Thanks. The butterfly made most of the work.
Yeah.
You get a video?
I'm sorry?
You get a video?
Yeah, oh, definitely.
And how do you start to do the video live?
So I just started because I cut stone. So
When
I was,
did you decide it? When?
oh, like,
10 years ago?
yeah, something
20?
like that. Like,
Before the pandemic.
yeah, but that really helped.
In the pandemic.
Yeah, most people were really sad. I was loving it because everyone was home and they wanted to be out and they didn't know that they were in love with the natural world, and then it really worked, you know.
Okay, that's just amazing.
But
Amazing. This family what you do.
no, it's you that's amazing.
This one. That one. And I thought you were using like a snail.
So on
Just a different butterfly wing.
on your card, if someone wanted to contact you to or check it on the website, do you ever do international?
Yeah.
If someone wanted to, oh, some people do, some people don't. Oh yeah, right.
Where are you?
Oh, I'm in New Mexico,
Oh,
near Santa Fe. But I have a lot of folks who watch from Germany and Sweden, and they like stuff they haven't seen before.
you send it and shipping to them?
No. They would just order it from you for their store. Maybe they buy a couple hundred or something, you know.
Okay, I don't have any problem.
That's a wonderful way to make it sustainable.
So we plant only like 5 different shapes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we use
Oh, a flipper rig, yeah.
Yeah, you can switch colors.
That's so cool. Okay.
Yeah, we developed
Yeah. Dave, he said that this is one type of butterfly wing and that's another type of butterfly wing.
Oh, fabulous.
And they put them together. And when they get just little pieces from the native community, they make littler things.
What community is it? Is it, it's South America or Central?
I'm out of flyers.
Oh, that's okay.
But yeah, it's part of the rainforest of Peru.
Oh,
it's
fantastic.
a town called Tingo Maria. So people in that town walk to these sanctuaries and they collect the wings over there.
Amazing.
So they're protecting the forest because they're using something that's natural there, but they're helping the community too.
Absolutely.
Isn't that cool?
Beyond cool.
Look at this one. Okay, so it's blue on this side. But then the back of it.
Oh, wow.
Because that's the back side of the wings, naturally.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Defense mechanism, they camouflage to the environment when they close the wings.
Oh, so this is when they're open, and then when they close them, that looks like a bug because it's got the eyes.
Like a bird. That is incredible.
Isn't that
Great eye. You know, honestly, I don't know, maybe I'm just a little tired, but at first I thought it was glass. You know?
Yeah, people think that it's what kind of stone they ask, right? And they think it's like, I don't know, what is it, labradorite or others, but I have to say it's no stone actually.
No.
It doesn't, it's not heavy.
No, and
Right.
so you can make really big pieces and not have that weight. So now, where do you manufacture them yourself in Peru? Awesome. That's. Oh, okay.
So to me, she's been working many years, and we tried glass, we tried plastics, we tried epoxy resin, but we end up with a type of an acrylic because it doesn't break easily, it's not heavy, and doesn't go jello.
It doesn't.
Yeah, it's not kind of tarnished.
So yeah, it's been like a long learning journey. Yeah.
It looks like to me you perfected it.
Yes, so and now we have people working with us in Peru, right? We manage the workshop we have over there. Yeah, we try to make this stuff sustainable and responsible.
I think that's a fabulous way to use indigenous things, pieces like the butterfly, and then the indigenous people.
There's like a huge concept behind butterflies because when my mom started doing this work, she is a jeweler since she was, I don't know, on her 20s maybe. And she was raised by her grandma, but then her grandma died when I was maybe 10 years old. And she was for a year in a deep depression stage, but she was working into downtown Lima. And suddenly butterflies started approaching her, and that's how she realized that she has to move on. It's like a message from her grandma telling her that she has to move on. And then she got into butterflies so much. And then when she realized she can work with them, then she started adopting. It's like a killing bird since then.
Yes, I bet it is then.
And then we also realized that people had the same experience with butterflies, with dragonflies, with hummingbirds, right? And we try to share with them as well. Right? So that's why they have a huge meaning. They mean transformation, rebirth. They mean like they are so fragile at the last stage of the life cycle. And it's not that long. It's a couple weeks, some of them 1 month, others are days. Right?
Do you imagine?
Yes.
What an amazingly unique product. And you folks are out of, when you're not in Peru, you're in Tucson?
we're based in Tucson now. 3 years
Fabulous.
now. And we have a new warehouse, so we ship from there. Also, our shipments arrive there from Tucson. And then we ship to our customers. We have customers from the east side, then in California, we have in different places actually.
What an amazingly unique product.
Are you guys local?
I live in like outside of Santa Fe.
Oh, California.
Yeah, she's in Colorado.
Okay. And do you do resale, or do you have a store, or is this for us, for you and me?
Oh no, I like the filming.
No,
Or
jewelry.
Oh no,
In
yeah.
general.
I don't even know. We're both jewelers, and can I call myself a jeweler?
Yeah,
I'm a
and a
jeweler.
lapidist.
Yeah, I
Whatever
cut
you call
stones, you know, but
I'm gonna get these.
Oh,
I did not bring earrings.
those
so.
are unique. Out of all, I mean, they're all so special,
I
but
took off with my wallet. Just a sec, I gotta go find my wallet.
I could get it for you too if you want. Absolutely amazing. I wonder how hard it was to make it such few words. I mean, the story could probably be 5 pages long, you know.
It's even longer than that. We try to sum it in that 6 lines.
Absolutely amazing. Do you mind if I see that one? Sure. Thanks, brother. Alex working the micro TIG.
So all I have to do is just touch it. It's going to pull back and make the weld for me. I'm going to pinch that so I line up my spot.
Are these relatively new to the scene?
No, this has been around for years.
Like a decade or more?
Yeah.
Oh, fabulous.
So yeah, we're the manufacturer and designer and supporter of all of these welders. They're all classified as micro TIG or pulse arc. They're synonymous.
I've heard of pulse arc. I've
Yeah.
never heard micro TIG. And
Yeah, so
I'm also I'm old school. I use acetylene.
Yeah, so actually Kim over here, she's a silversmith, and so she's been using these to tack earrings together. So there's no flux, there's no solder. This is 925 on 925. I was able to make this ring start to finish with the welder that you just videoed. No solder, no flux. I was able to set that stone and make that from scratch in 20 minutes.
Fabulous.
And I'm not a jeweler.
So I see that it'll work for like joinery. But real quick, that's silver and this is not.
Stainless.
Yeah, so that's pretty incredible.
So I can also dissimilar metals, right? Let me see if I have my nunchucks. So this is silver on stainless.
Wow.
Right? I can do titanium. I can do gold. I can do white gold, rose gold, copper. Right? I can do pretty much anything that I really want. As long as I understand the metallurgy of how they belong to each other or resist each other for that matter, I can weld anything.
Do you have any examples of something combination that might not work?
Aluminum doesn't play nice with anyone.
Mm-hmm. Is it just too much of a low melting point and soft?
It's not necessarily a melting point. It's just how the molecules interact with the neighboring ones. And so usually what it's been described to me by someone who loves welding aluminum is it creates an intermetallic bond. It's kind of like a metal slushy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Rather than being fused together, they're just kind of like compact snow. And it doesn't take much to have it just like break, right?
Yeah.
And so that's the analogy he gave me with gold and stainless or gold and something else. Those bonds are a lot stronger. And so usually what fails is the parent material or the main body of either side breaks before the weld does. So the weld's typically stronger than everything.
Would this work with joinery for like PMCs?
What's PMC?
Like the metal clays, like the silver clays and stuff?
I don't know.
I guess when you braze those away, it
depends,
becomes like 80% silver or something?
It depends, right? Because if the media is like braze usually has like some media that acts like a flux, right? That flux will explode because the melting point is too low. And so it'll boil out, not evaporate or turn into a liquid and then slowly evaporate.
This is fabulous.
A metal that typically has too low of a melting point is zinc or brass.
Oh yeah.
And because of the zinc's in the brass, and so it boils the zinc out of the alloy.
Is this what people would use for permanent jewelry?
This is, yeah. We're the people that helped start it.
Oh, fabulous. Yeah. Where are you folks out of?
We're out of Payson.
Oh, nice.
So in Utah.
Not Arizona. Yeah, I'm thinking like,
we're closer to Arizona.
Crystal country.
So, yeah.
Do you folks show in Tucson at all?
We were in Tucson this February.
Oh, what venue were you at?
So we're at Micro Tools, or no, not Micro Tools. Jewelry Tools in the Tucson show.
Nice.
We're also at JCK every year at multiple booths because we have a lot of authorized dealers.
Are these getting used overseas yet? Because they're all about speed.
Oh, yeah.
They're just speed.
Yeah,
and
we have a lot of international dealers.
Oh, I figured. Now, I guess it's good for joinery, but what about for bezels?
Yeah.
For thinner metals?
Right.
Oh, wow.
So she made that cup primarily with one of these machines. Which machine did you use on this, Ken? So she used it on this one, which is the most basic one.
Oh, fabulous. And is every little bead there like a zap? Sorry, I don't know the terminology.
Weld.
I'm like a kid.
Zap or weld, it's people use it interchangeably.
Fabulous. And, I'm a fantastic lapidary and a miserable silversmith. This stuff inspires me.
Are you...
Lapidary Dave on YouTube.
I love you.
Hey, pleasure to meet you. Well, I love your work.
Oh, thank you.
And I appreciate you, Alex, for being so kind.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, it's intimidating, these
I thought it was
fancy
you when I
pants
saw
shows.
you.
I'm a dirty rock guy. And I come here and I'm like, hope someone will talk to me.
Yeah, I'll talk
I started cutting by watching your videos. I actually teach at William Hall Lapidary School.
Really? That's like the Hogwarts
years.
of lapidary schools.
Yep. I've been there teaching there 15 years.
What? Fabulous. That is amazing. Do you incorporate these tools at that school? Oh, I bet you they love it.
Well, what I use it for is, especially my Silver One people, when they're getting ready to, they've done everything, they're ready to set their stone, and they break the prong off.
Oh, no. And they're devastated, right?
It's like, okay.
Because it might have taken them a while.
Zap it, or they put it all together, and they don't like the fact that they have open jump rings, so we go over and I let them zap them all shut.
That's fabulous. I mean, I've been I'm a really bad silversmith, especially with brazing and like.
Oh, I love it. Stick welding.
Oh yeah,
I love it.
I'm so bad at it, and
You
it's.
need to take my intensive class.
I want to. It's in Georgia, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'm from the South myself, so I need to go over there and get a driver's license anyway this year. So I should just take the class.
My son, he's like you. He won't get his driver's license either.
You know, it was cute, and now I'm in my 30s, and it's not cute
It's
anymore
not
when
cute
Grandma
anymore.
drops you off for a date.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So when it, like, you know, like when people would sweat solder something, let's say for like overlay, could this be incorporated that way? Would you? I mean,
No, not really.
because you want the bond
Yeah,
from.
because you would have to do it on the sides rather than underneath. So it's not really good for applique.
But like you could dish out rings
God,
and like
yes.
rings, bracelets, earrings,
Earrings.
pendants. That's the cornerstone
Like
of
these
a
here.
jewelry store.
Like these here, especially if you're doing calibrated, I buy these from Sun West, and then I just zap the 20 gauge wire on there, and I've got a ready-made. You know, like if you're doing the ready-made, they sell the ready-made cabochons,
Fabulous.
and then you're done. You know, and like little rings. That whole thing was made with this. That was just strip.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yep.
Probably took more time to shape the round ring.
I didn't. I bought if they're less than 10 millimeter, I buy them pre-made, unless it's a unique shape.
So this is a bangle that I repaired. So let me if I hit pause, you can see.
Oh wow.
So it had snapped, and so I did a few tack welds so I wouldn't have the whole video about me lining it up. But we talk about the method on how to approach this problem, the settings that I used, everything. And so this is more an instructional video rather than necessarily a showcase. And so if we fast forward due to the length, you can see I'm showing all the entire duration of my work. There's no cuts. I'm just doing weld, 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 weld. I'm adding filler metal to repair the joint.
Now,
And
Melissa,
then when I'm done, if I can get it over here, then you can see that I've sanded it off. I pull it off camera to do the sanding, but then I put some enamel in there and I restored the original image.
Stunning. There's probably so many folks that just have this really delicate jewelry sitting in their box. I broke my grandmother's favorite bracelet, and it can't be brazed, and I mean it can't be soldered. And
in
this
Tucson, a lady came up with some antique filigree.
Oh wow!
And I was able to zap the little rings back on the top,
What?
so she could. And I would, if she'd have brought that to me with my torch, I'd have said no.
Yeah, I'm sure she's heard it 100 times.
So yeah, things that jewelers would refuse to touch, yeah, I'll do that and it's in 5 minutes.
Do you folks provide a service of repair?
We don't, as we sell the tools, right? Now I'm sure there are a lot of people who have our tools that would provide that service.
I mean, they bought it to work.
and that's what they do, right? They have a client come in with, hey, can you fix this? Will you fix this? Is usually how that question goes. And they will look at it and go, yeah, how about you have a seat and they can have it done in 15 minutes.
Oh, it's fabulous.
So they don't have to come back in 2 weeks, right? And potentially have a damaged piece.
This machine, you can actually create jewelry with them. This is the one that Melissa Moore was in the magazine with recently. I don't remember which rock magazine, but she made the whole bezel. And the cool thing is normally you can't do things that go up over the stone because then you can't set it. But with this, the stone's already in there, and you can do all kinds of things around the stone. So with this machine, you can actually create big jewelry. This machine it's limited to what
it's a power limitation.
Yeah, because it's only 30. This one's
so you're actually just
150.
building up metals with this.
You can, yeah.
Oh, that's stunning. Does it have a feed? Is there a feed?
No, there's not a feed. So
you're using a wire in your other hand to build up the metal?
I'd use wire and I'd introduce it, yeah.
Fabulous. I didn't know. I'm so ignorant with this stuff. I'm just so excited about it.
One particular artist, they were doing a bicolor or two-tone, right? So they had a silver piece, but then they brought in a gold. And so they were building up on gold, and so they had a transition that was seamless.
Oh, fabulous.
And so
yeah, that's
It just depends on how you want to handle it, right?
Oh boy, how much is the zap?
So the zap here at the show is $16.14, and that comes with the optics, whether it be this one or this one.
That's your favorite.
Then you've got a
this
really
one
good
is what you
microscope. You got a really good microscope. If you're not zapping, you got this great jewelry microscope for stone setting or looking at fissures in your stones or whatever. It's an awesome microscope. It's usually about $1,000 upgrade, but we're doing it with it for the show.
I don't mean to sound ignorant, but it's 1,614.
So 1,600.
Okay, not 16,000.
Yeah.
Because when I think pulsar welder, when I first heard of them 5-6 years ago, they were very, very, very expensive.
Yeah. So this one
has the technology.
Used to be the cheapest. And this
Do you mind
is
if I come around?
Yeah, please. So this is the latest one. This is actually debuted here at the show. So this is the M-Pulse, and this is the latest revision of it. And so we have a new screen, right? It's very responsive. If you're working around people, we have the ability to lock the screen. So someone that wants to be curious and touch things they shouldn't, you can keep them from doing so. You have a safety feature of weld on, weld off. And so if you want to introduce your stuff here at the electrode, I'm just holding it, I can hit weld off. And if I accidentally bump that electrode, it's not going to do any welds.
Oh, fabulous.
And it will alert me saying, hey, I saw that you tried to do a weld. Do you want to go on weld on?
Oh, that's good. So people don't think something's broken. You know, like, I just bought this
thing.
So
anytime I can flip that off, right? And it will show me that alert. If I hit dismiss and try again, it'll show me every time.
Oh, that's fabulous.
If in the case, for flavor's sake, right, we can change up our background. Right?
That's fun. I mean, why not?
Right?
And also, if you have a school and you have a whole bunch of these, and you can color coordinate them so you know who didn't clean up their station.
Right? And not just that, but if there's ever updates, we can send the clients the update. They can update it over USB. They don't need to ship this in.
Oh, fabulous.
Right? If I want to minimize my workspace, I can make it portrait.
You know, that's make or break for some people, the form factor.
Right?
Apartments.
So it's like, so now I have all this.
Especially on a bench.
And so if you have custom tools, we also made 2 ports in the front and 1 port in the back.
Oh, fabulous.
So depending on how you want to operate, you can organize your tools the way you want them to be.
You also put this in the back on this one. This is on the back in this
Yes,
one.
and the shutter,
it's
on the front here. Right? So this communicates with the shutter or the microscope. They both have the ability to blink for you. So if you want to come around, I'll show you what that looks like just for reference sake. So if I touch this electrode, it's gonna go black for you. So when I do a weld, let me put something on here. And I'm gonna max this out, right? That bright flash isn't gonna do nothing.
Fabulous.
So there's an infrared and ultraviolet passive filter, so they work regardless. And that darkening is an active. So this is the machine talking to the optics in whatever format, and it shutters before the weld happens.
So does the microscope.
Oh, wow. This one's 1614, right?
Correct.
And the new one?
This one's at the show, I believe it's 3040.
Oh, fabulous. And this one?
And this one's 5605.
Fabulous. It's
So
the
this is
Cadillac.
That one there, though, you could
Cadillac, as you put it.
You could do anything. You could repair anything. You could make anything. It's already
If I were
programmed.
to buy myself a machine, it would be this one.
Show him how it's already programmed with the
Oh, yeah,
video
yeah,
saw.
come
Come
around.
here. This is awesome.
So I brought the older user interface because I wanted to show people what the weld looks like, right? Because if I change the length, that's what it looks like, right? And I add agitation, which is a feature that's added in this machine that's not in the others. I can take away power out of my weld. I can add power to my weld, and that can change what metals you deal with and how they react to the weld. If I say, I don't know what I need to set my power to, Well, look at here. If we're dealing with titanium and we're doing a
fabulous.
joint.
You're not scrolling
So you
for
don't even have
like
to think.
numbers and
no trial and error.
So I say I work in titanium. I'm doing a joint. There's your power.
fabulous. Because I was gonna say, I bet a lot of people who want to get into gold, who are afraid of liquefying their 26 gauge wires and things, would probably love these. And I was gonna ask, how would you set it to that? Well, it's as simple as pushing a button, huh?
Yeah. So let's say I'm doing a jump ring. There's the power.
It's already said.
Oh, fabulous.
I'm doing a retipping a prong. There's the power.
Oh, wow.
Now these are all starting settings, right? You may find that you want something a little bit more specialized, especially if you're doing a repeat project. Well, let's say I am in this mode and I'm syncing 26.2 at 63% and this. Let's just say this happens to be what I want to work with. Well, I can hit this button here and say, right, this is what I'm doing. Oh, by the way, use fill wire, right? So I have notes on top of that.
Yeah. Especially if you're going to do the same thing over and over.
I'm going to save that as new. Now I can scroll through all my saved. I can select that and load it.
Fabulous.
Here's another kick. You have videos.
Oh, it's
Load
filming your project?
No, they're saved videos. So let's say, well, how do I do that, right? Well, let's add some metal and silver, and you can watch the video on the welder.
Oh, that's stunning.
Isn't that cool?
But
Very cool.
it gets better, right? So yeah, you get to see it. You get to see the settings. But if you look right down here, I can hit this button, and it loads those settings that were in the video.
Oh, fabulous.
It's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Even for an old person like me that doesn't know technology.
No. That's fabulous.
So very quickly, you can get pretty confident with what you're operating under, right? Let's say you need to review the manual. Well, there it is. And click on that. You can go ahead and read it.
That's stunning.
So again, this is easily the one that I would choose. If you're talking about technique, right? There's some technique videos. All these are on YouTube as well, right? But the convenience of like, man, I'm getting
you're in
stuck.
your apron. You have your visor.
Yep.
You might be surrounded by stone. Like, now, if your shop is this clean, you're lucky.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it being here, even your cell phone's a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
Like, some people don't even take their phone in the shop because it's their Zen place.
Yeah.
So it being right there is pretty awesome.
Right? So we're talking about adding wires and the different methods of doing so. If we're pushing metal, well, how do I do that? Well, this is a 25-second clip. Let's just check it out.
Can we check it out?
Yeah. And then you have some easy controls if you need to review it really quick.
Oh, nice.
So again, just keeping it nice and slow so that we can understand what's going on.
Absolutely. It doesn't need to be fancy with crazy trip hop music in the background.
Right?
That's distracting.
Absolutely.
So that's simple.
Perfect.
Right?
So you don't have to be a good silversmith.
Oh, yeah, it's up my alley.
I'm not a silversmith. Right? We exit, we come back.
That is fabulous. What a beast.
Yeah, it's an incredible unit.
Now, with these ones, you do have to know a bit of the language with the, was it wattage is what you would call it?
Watt seconds is the unit of measurement.
Perfect. And is there like any information on your website or something for suggestions?
Yes.
Perfect. Because I'm sure like someone buys silver, but they're taking an Argentium class, they're going to want a little bit different instead of them having to waste the
I
metal.
haven't noticed a difference between Argentium
really?
or 925.
Oh, fabulous. Well, there you go.
Yeah, right? And I know there's a huge difference when you're dealing with a torch, right?
Yeah, because it cracks. Argentium, you got to know all of its little quirks.
This is so affordable. I can imagine people writing with a little sticky tag, silver, gold.
Keep a little notebook of okay, I'm doing
or you
a
pull
jump
our table off of the website, right? Because a lot of people are actually using that specific welder along with the impulse to do permanent jewelry. And so
yeah, and that's
like, 24 gauge gold. yellow gold, silver, gold fill, for example.
You have a kiosk at a mall, a farmer's market or something, pays for itself the first day
I did.
with the permanent jewelry.
I live in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Okay, my friend was having a little craft fair. She didn't have very many vendors, so I said, okay, I'll come. It was a 2-hour deal. There were 11 vendors selling crochet pot holders and stuff like that. I walked in with this and some chain, and in 2 hours I did $658.
Boom. Boom.
Yeah.
And I probably had $50 invested in the chain.
Yeah, it's stunning. It pays for itself. The future's now, and I'm excited.
And the setup is easy. Boom, set up. I had my tank. There you go. I had a cute little thing with some chain in it. I was done.
And it's not unique. I've talked to over 100 people who have started from start, and they had no idea what they're doing. Complete no clue.
I let my students just sit right down at it.
They paid for this machine in 2 weeks.
Oh, fabulous.
And that's including the time it took them to learn it.
Well,
and so everything after that, it's profit.
And you can finance it for 6 months free through PayPal.
PayPal.
No interest.
So you
PayPal is one of the easiest ones to get. It's the Klarna. I've not been approved.
As you're standing here, but they're going to hit you up if you don't get it paid off in 6 months.
Oh, of course.
But if you don't pay it off in 6 months, you didn't use it. You can get, just soldering a jumper.
Absolutely.
I soldered an ear post on for somebody. It took me 3 minutes at most. To set down, turn it on, and everything. $15.
And like New York, New Jersey, that could be $100.
That'd be a lot. I'm in South Carolina.
You're not really just repairing jewelry, you're repairing memories and heirlooms. And I have ruined people's family heirlooms.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm so leery to do repairs.
Yeah, and God, I don't even want to get into it, but I'm so excited about this.
In Tucson, a lady brought a Navajo piece over, and it had all the little coral pieces in it, and the ring that held the bell had come off.
If you overheat that, you're a disaster.
Because of the stones, you'd have to take out every one of those stones, and I zapped it right in place.
Oh my! I don't want to make you folks work, but could I trouble you to do one of the silver pieces for me?
I suppose.
Yeah,
they're in the drawer. Thank you again, Alex.
Yeah, of course.
This stuff is so exciting. I keep bringing up pulse arc welders to my friends, and my friend Kayla in particular. I keep saying, hey man, you need to do the permanent jewelry. It's all the rage right now, and everyone's under the impression they're like $10,000-$15,000. And I said that maybe a long time ago, and not only is the technology catching up, but 16, 14. I mean, for the zap, that's insane.
Yeah, it's all like we've designed and manufacture all these, and they're supported here. So like, if you run into problems, give us a call. Someone's going to answer.
Yeah, it's a third party through AliExpress.
Basically, right? The Wish.com of support, right?
Yeah, you don't want that.
And so,
where are you folks out of? You guys are in Utah. Payson, Utah. You said that.
And so I'm gonna do it right here. Might have to fool around with the settings here. But let's say I'm gonna come in right here.
And you're holding this with your hand. You're not holding it with a prong or welding gloves or anything.
Nope. Might have to go up a little higher.
No problem. Boom.
All right. And so that's the thing. I always start low. If I'm like, I don't know. Well, I can always add more, right? I can always add more power. Just try again.
That's a good technique. And I mean, even if you mess it up, unlike soldering where you're going to liquefy that whole strip, probably. Yeah. I mean, if you mess it up, you take off so little.
So I'm going to have to come out of frame just a little bit.
No problem.
The angle of approach here. All right, so that's pretty good.
Fabulous.
So I'll probably do a little bit more, but what I do is just put that in my round nose wires and then shape the earring the way I want. Let's say I didn't want a loop earring and I wanted this to be a stud. Well, then I would just follow the same principles that I did here. Either throw it in the middle or throw it up top so that they can throw a stud and attach it through the back and have it be a nice looking earring, right?
One thing with regular soldering is the cleanliness of the joinery, of the joint. It has to be super clean. And do you have to get this very flush and very like sterile?
Not sterile. It does need good contact. Because if you think about the surface contact of a liquid, right? Mm-hmm. If you've ever done the famous scientific thing that you do in like junior high, where you drop water on a penny, right? Mm-hmm. Well, it's not going to flow anywhere until you disturb that surface tension, and then it flows, right? And so if things are too far away, they're never going to come together. But as soon as you touch them, or they're close enough, so that when you agitate it, right, then it will flow across. So the closer they are, the easier it's going to flow. To give you an example, right here I had a huge space. No matter what I was doing, it just would not bridge that gap. So I just put some wire there, and then I bridged the gap that way.
It's awesome. And doing that with silver would be really cool for beginners, because one of my problems with soldering is I have such a hard time getting it so even. I don't mind building it up if I could take it down, but with regular soldering, you don't do that. You can't just like lay a strip of solder down a big gap.
Well, not just that, but solder has a different color, right? Mm-hmm.
Because it's not the same.
It's kind of more yellow, is what I found. And so when you do a ring straight with welding, there isn't one. There's never a line. There's never a little gap. And so if you ever cut and need to work on that ring again, you can cut it wherever, because all of it's 925 in this case, right? So you just cut it. If I need to expand the size, well then I just, depending on how much I'm doing, I'm adding a little bit of wire, or I'm cutting a piece of shank or square stock, and I'm inserting it and then welding 2 joints, right?
Absolutely.
And then you do some file work to make the shape identical, and then buff it up, and you're ready to go.
Oh, fabulous.
So essentially what I did with this ring is just that. I just got square stock, welded it together, got a cup, and welded it through the cup into the shank. So I did a penetrating weld, and then I set the stone after it.
You do it from the cup side down?
That's the way I handled this one.
Fabulous.
So I didn't weld it from the side because I didn't want to see any of that, even from the underside. Right?
Yeah.
So I welded it 2 or 3 times on the inside through the cup, and then I set the stone on top, and no one would ever know.
Fabulous. Oh man.
And then afterwards I burnished the stone. And again, and as a layman, not a jeweler, right? I'm a welder first. I was able to easily create this in 20 minutes, we'll say.
That's stunning. And a jeweler might be able to do it faster.
Yeah.
Like the most time spent was not the actual welding. Yeah. It was probably the burnishing and the rounding and then all that stuff.
Asking questions like, how do you do that? What tools do you use?
In Tucson, where are you going to be in Tucson this coming year?
So jewelrytools.com is where these machines will be featured there. So jewelrytools.com is one of our dealers.
Perfect.
And so either I or someone from Sunstone will probably be there. But Kim, who's our silversmith, she's going to be able to answer any of those questions.
Fabulous. And do you do Denver at all?
Denver, I don't think so. I don't know if there's any Denver shows.
There's a huge Denver show in September. Second biggest in the world for rocks, gem show. So, yeah, I mean, it's a different beast. Right? Yeah.
So it depends on, like, we got into the JOGS show last year.
Oh, do you do all the JOGS? Like, you're going to be in San Diego?
So we're partnered with Jewelry Tools.
Oh, fabulous.
Right? And so where they go, our stuff will go by virtue of them going, right? So I don't know if they are engaged in the Denver show or not.
So the easy way for people to find you who are watching this is to go to look up Jewelry Tools, and
so if they want to see us in Tucson, look up the JOGS show in Tucson and jewelrytools.com.
Awesome. And so you were saying, which one was on special for this show here in Vegas?
The biggest bang for your buck would be the Zap Plus. If you're closing jump rings or doing some really basic attachments, the Zap Plus is the way to go. And I would pair it with the PJ Scope, is what this model is called. There's an articulating arm version, And for some people that works, especially when you bolt it to your table, but if it's bolted, it
Yeah, and they
stays
just want to get rid of it.
right? And so sometimes having this platform is bothersome for the workflow, and sometimes you just want to swing it out of your way. But we have two versions, and they are the same price regardless.
Fabulous.
If you're doing something bigger, the 150S, the Orion branded 150S,
Cadillac
is the Cadillac. it's the business. And then if you're doing a permanent jewelry, this is the way to go. This has excellent use on the low end. There's a lot of technology that allows it to arc consistently at very low powers, as well as high control within that power range. So we can go at half joule or half watt second on the low end. So I can weld 26 gauge wire with no problem, and that's a butt weld.
Oh, that's amazing.
Right? I could probably go smaller, but I can confidently have anyone do that.
This is dinky. And I welded. I just cut that in half and welded it right back on.
I think I saw some of your wire, and it is.
So, and then this is a little bigger, but still. That's not 26 gauge. You know, that's small.
I thought I saw a spool of wire or
We have a
chain.
spool of chain.
Let me just have a peek here, because I thought it was really small.
Because I handed it to
If you folks have a mom and pop
Oh, it's that one. Yeah.
shop somewhere, if you folks do farmers markets,
So I can weld that
really cool.
chain to itself,
Yeah, that's insane.
right? So after you get confident with what's going on here, that's easy, especially when you can see it through the scope, right? So if I'm down here and I'm resting, I can use my tools and make a weld. So if I grab these grounded pliers here,
Is that one on me?
I could.
Yeah, let's do it. If you don't mind, I'll pay for the metal if you need.
Oh, it's my chain.
Oh, okay, cool.
So let's go like this.
I wasn't gonna bug you guys to do it, but
So
That's
depending on
fabulous.
how tight
Right
she
there.
wants it, right? So I'll do a little pinch and say, hey, is that good? Yes, it's good, right? And so on the end of this link here, I'm just gonna snip it open. And most people don't operate this way. I just like to.
I do too. I like to use the jump rings that's there.
And so I will grip that jump ring right there, ring it around, twist that open.
I'm going to go a little more, yeah.
And then I'm going to, if I can loop it on.
We're getting the light.
Yeah, here, watch your hand.
hey, at least the hard part's not the weld.
Oh, it's seeing it. The hardest part for me is getting the jump ring back in there and seeing it.
Right, and so I'm gonna twist that shut now. And then what I'm going to do, can you loosen that knob a little bit?
This one?
Yeah.
Is that too
A
much?
little bit more. I'm gonna lift this up so I can do the weld. Can you tighten that for me? And then let's not have it be 5. I think that might be a little too much.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do 3.5. So I'm gonna just make sure that that's nice and tight. And this electrode's a little stumpy, so we're just gonna try it. With your left hand, can you hit weld on? There it is. So I was able to verify it in magnification, right? So that's welded. So then I can come in here, cut that extra link off, and if I spun that, you would never find where that.
Like you
Yeah.
can't tell on these.
I
where
was
have 'em on.
I was actually gonna ask you earlier if you could show me the joint, but I'm like, I probably can't.
And that's the appeal, right? Because most gals that want a bracelet, they're so sick and tired of seeing that clasp migrate to the top side where they don't want it, right?
And the less distracting clasps are the real pain in the butts. You know, you don't.
I had to come in today and get them to put this one on me because it was so small. I couldn't get it in there, you know.
Yeah, I do. And then you don't want a big ugly lobster or something.
And it's been, you know, every time I go to the bathroom, it's around here.
So bracelets is the main one, right? But a lot of people, necklaces. You can do this on the neck.
Me being at the beach,
do this
it's
on
anklets.
Oh, anklets.
Out of that, I only did 2 bracelets. The rest was anklets.
Fabulous.
So the rest, right? You have more eccentric crowds, right? That are doing more like body jewelry. So I had one client that's in that realm where she did a full like lattice, crazy work where she did a $10,000 14 karat gold chain, like bikini-esque.
No, I'm thinking you could do somebody's
it's full body chain.
You could.
This kid's wanting to do.
And then this kid, he wants to do dental grills.
Oh, dental grills! I was gonna say people probably do their nose, like the septum piercings, or.
Yeah. Well, I don't even want to know where
Oh yeah, they could do it anywhere, huh?
Yeah, so we're at the piercing shows too.
Oh, fabulous!
So if it's small and needs to be welded, we can do it.
Because you saw it didn't hurt either of us.
Yeah.
So I was touching it while I was welding.
Yeah, it's incredible. I didn't know if there was a special type of glove you have to wear.
Nope.
You have to lay some kind of paste down on their arms.
No, so you can see I'm holding the grounding with my bare skin, and I'm touching.
It's witchcraft.
It's really close. It doesn't activate until I touch the actual grounding tool.
That is amazing. Oh, Alex, can I catch your name again?
I'm Kim St. Jean.
Kim St. Jane?
St. Jean.
St. Jean, that's a hell of a last name.
Isn't that nice?
Thank you so much for chatting with me.
Well for that one.
Are you going to be in Tucson this year as well?
JOGS.
You going to be there?
Yep.
Yeah, they're going to ask me to.
Yeah.
I hope you guys go. You guys are really friendly.
They keep moving us around, though. We used to be right in the door. And then this last year, they moved us down when you went to the intersection and SunWest was here. We were down that aisle. And then they said they're going to move us again.
Location is everything.
Well, we were in the same spot for over 10 years, so we were not happy.
Stinks. We're small potatoes, but we did Keno for 30-something years.
Oh, I love Keno.
And then one year they moved us. But they raised the price and then moved us. And if you're going to raise the price, at least tell us we're going to move, because we wouldn't have done it.
Right.
If you're
going to move me, give me a discount.
Yeah. It worked out, but my grandma was crying for a day. She sold out the second day, so we got lucky. But location is everything, man.
Yeah.
Well, and just recognition, right? Because it's like, I need to go see jewelertools.com.
And they know exactly where we were.
Oh, yeah.
And then they're out there and like, whoa, did they not come this year?
Right. No, here's the thing. If you're not where you were, they automatically assume you weren't there. And now they're either asking someone or they're leaving. So anyway, thank you for having these folks jogs. You guys are great. Alex and Kim St. Jean. Thank you so much.
You'll have to come to William Holland.
I want to.
You should come teach for us.
You know what? I'll look into it because I have some really cool techniques
Once you're there,
and
you
stuff.
don't have to drive.
Oh yeah, that's good.
You eat there.
Yeah.
Everybody knows your language.
Oh man, I want to do it.
Give us a plug. Because boy, I tell you, everything's down this year. Everything's down this year.
Really?
Election year, always.
That's a shame. Because you folks are the best of the best.
Our school, we have done so many improvements, and it's just awesome there now.
Thank you folks so much.